Welcome to our daily Forex market analysis, and this is for trading on July the 31st, 2020. Just a quick disclaimer here before we get started. This is for educational purposes only. Trading is a risky business, so please be careful with your money. As usual, we'll start off by taking a look at our calendar here. So in terms of the numbers that came out today, we did see a huge drop in the GDP. For the US, the PMI number here for China came in within expectations. And then coming up on Friday here, we do have GDP numbers out of the Eurozone and Canada, as well as personal spending numbers here and consumer confidence, Chicago PMI, so a bunch of data for US as well. And in terms of overall what's going on with the market right now, we are seeing the US dollar take a hit. So with the FOMC being dovish here, and they're basically, they said that they're going to, or the Fed said that they're going to keep on providing monetary policy support, which is negative for the US dollar, which means there's a lot of, they'll continue to do quantitative easing here. And as a result of that, we have seen US dollar has dropped further. Now, one thing to keep in mind though is we are coming into month end. Tomorrow is month end, and also Friday, and we see many times that we see reversals in the market. So keep an eye on that. So let's take a look at the charts here. Our euro dollar here closed in bullish. It went out of this range that it was trading in, and we have a very strong bullish candle close here. So this is looking bullish. Our bias still remains bullish here. 1.1900 is the first target here. And then let's take a look at where we are. The next target here is 1.1950. And above that, 1.20. So bias here is bullish for euro dollar. Pound dollar here, this one is also still looking bullish, a big bullish candle close for the day here. Now prices almost into resistance here, so watch out for that. Next target is 1.3150. And then beyond that, we're looking at 1.3180. So bias here is bullish. Oops, that's a little too big. Okay. Aussie dollar here, we also had a nice bullish pin bar here. Bias is bullish. As we can see for the last couple of days, price has closed right into the resistance. So now looking for a further move to the upside here. Next target is 0.7235 and then 0.7265. So bullish bias for Aussie dollar as well. New Zealand dollar here, this one closed right into the resistance here, but this one has been stuck in this range for over a week now, and it's still trading in this range. So if price is not able to close on the other side of 0.6700, we could still get that reversal and we could see a move back into the range here. So bias here is neutral to bullish. If it's able to close above 0.6700, then we'd be looking for a move higher into 0.6750, which is right into this previous high from December of 2019. So for now, bias is neutral to slightly bullish. Dollar CAD here, this one has been trading in a range. As we can see, price went all the way into the support and then pushed forward here. So it's still stuck in this range at this point. So bias here is neutral as well. As long as price holds below this 1.3450, then I'm looking for price to drop back towards the bottom of the range here. Should it go through the resistance though, then I'd be looking for a move higher. For the time being though, bias is neutral here, and I'm looking for more of a range bound move. So neutral bias for dollar CAD, but just keep in mind, should it break through the resistance, we're likely to see a move higher. Let's take a look at our commodities here. Looking at silver, we did see a bearish close for the day here. However, we have to keep an eye on this 23.30 level. So right now, price is getting stuck at this level for the last 2-3 days here. It just has failed to close below it. And if it doesn't close below this resistance level, we could see price go all the way up in towards 25 level here. However, what could happen is we may see a pullback into 24, and then if it holds below, we could see that drop again back towards 22.30. So right now, my bias is neutral. I would be watching this 24 level. If it holds below, then we are looking for a drop. So we may see a drop in the stock market on Friday here or going into Friday. And with that, we may see a lot of other things pull back here as well, but it'll all be dependent on US dollar. With the stock market going down, the yen crosses are likely to go down, but US dollar has been exceptionally weak. And if it doesn't get that safe haven flows, then we may still see gold and silver and basically other commodities hold up still. So this it'd be a wait and see type of scenario. Gold here, we did have a bearish candle close for the day. However, it is still holding above this 1941 level that we have been referring to for the last couple of days here. So with this one here, again, this is neutral, not quite bearish at this point, but if it holds below this 1980, chances are we're going to see another drop. So right now, it's dependent on the US dollar strength, and if US dollar doesn't manage to get any strength, then this is likely to go higher. For now, bias is neutral for gold as well, and I'm looking for a move between 1980 to 1940. Oil here, oil dropped. Now it did pull back since then, but as we can see here, for the last several weeks here, since June, essentially mid-June, it's just been trading in this very narrow range. So I am looking for a retest of this 38.80 level here. So bias is bearish, but we may, once price gets into that support level, it may just turn around. So keep that in mind. Bias is bearish for now at 38.80. Copper here, it's still trading in this range. Now it's come into this support here. So this is, we do have a bullish candle close. So I'm looking for a move slightly higher here towards 2.90. And this is where it has gotten stuck previously. So if it doesn't make it through, I'd be looking for that move back lower again. So right now, neutral to slightly bullish bias. If it goes through this, then I'm looking for a move towards the top of the range. So bias for now is neutral to bullish here. Bitcoin here. Bitcoin has also been stuck in this little range over the last few days here. Now we do have some bearishness in this candle, pardon me. I'm looking for price to drop towards 10,800, and only if it breaks through that, I'm looking for 10,560 level here. So bias is bearish for Bitcoin. All right, stock market here. So actually today, instead of starting with S&P 500, we will start with the other ones here. So we see for DAX here, a big drop in DAX. So going into the month end with all the concerns that we have with the increase in coronavirus numbers, the economy is not opening up the way everybody had expected. And Europe now also is seeing a second wave of coronavirus cases. And as a result of that, we have seen this move to the downside, and this is the biggest drop we have seen in quite a few days here. So this is looking bearish. Now, keep in mind, it's into a strong support resistance level. So if it doesn't go through, it can still turn around, but bias is bearish. So I'm looking for a drop back into 12,240, and only if it breaks through that, then we're looking for next move towards 12,000. So bias is bearish here for DAX. Looking at FTSE here, this one dropped as well. It wasn't able to close below the support level here, but it did go in to test that support level. So for now, bias is bearish. I would look for a move back towards 59.30, and then if it breaks through that, 58.70. So bias is bearish here for FTSE. And then Nikkei here, Nikkei did drop, and now we have seen, we saw price come into the support here, but now it's breaking through that support. So with all the concerns that we mentioned, so they are essentially a worldwide right now. We are seeing increase in coronavirus cases across pretty much all the countries, and the shutting down or opening up of the economies is not going the way we had expected it to. So we may see some profit taking with this huge move to the upside. Now, this may be time to take some profits. We are into month end, so we could get a move lower here. Next target is 21,770. And then below that, we're looking for 21,600. So bias here is bearish for Nikkei. Now, all these other stock markets are turning, and with the earnings coming out today, we have seen that our North American stock markets are still going higher. There's also that $1 trillion stimulus package that the Congress has been working on. So there is still bullishness here, but I would be cautious, because if it doesn't get through this resistance at 32.80, we're likely to see a move back lower here. So watch out for that. Bias is neutral right now. As long as it holds below this resistance at 32.80, I'm looking for a drop towards 31.90. So a neutral bias here for S&P 500. Nasdaq here as well. This one has been trading in a range for over 2 weeks here. Now we do have a bullish candle close, but again, we are going into month end. So if it doesn't go through the resistance here, so I'm looking for a move back towards the high of 11,000. But if it gets stuck below that, if it doesn't break through that 11,000, then I'll be looking for a move back down here towards 10,380. So for now, bias is neutral for Nasdaq as well. Dow Jones here, this one did drop, and then we saw price pull back from the bottom. So right now, bias is bearish for Dow Jones. I'm looking for a move back towards today's low, which is at 26,000, and then below that, 25,880. Sorry, 25,780. So bias is bearish here for Dow Jones. So that's it for today. Have a wonderful trading day tomorrow and a wonderful weekend. And I will see you again with a weekly analysis on Sunday. Bye for now.